Hello, this is Rachel Bauer from LISDTV. Today we are at the Judicial Building in Adrian, Michigan. Currently they are doing a mock disaster, and this is in order to be prepared for if there's an actual real shooting.
We have Adrian Fire Department, Adrian Police Department, Emergency Management, Lenawee County Sheriff's Office. We are using Siena Heights and Adrian College students as volunteers to act as not only victims, but also as members of the public spread out through the courthouse as if this was a normal business day and they might be in a courtroom or in traffic court or down in front of the court.
I have 8 students here that are basically the A team when it comes to our video. What they've asked us to do, me as a professional in the news business, and also my students, is to record it for them so that they can also use it as a training tool for themselves.
So the drill involves an active shooter in our courthouse, and it's going to be for our employees and the run, hide, fight protocol that they've been trained on, as well as our fire and EMS and law enforcement. We have roughly 30 volunteers, but they have no idea where he's coming in, where he's headed.
It's going to be exciting because I hear the police are going to come and storm the courtroom, and then they're going to bring out the employees. They're going to be evacuating just like you would see on TV.
Law enforcement will go in and secure as much as they can. And if there's an area that's now a warm zone, that area is secure, they can then let EMS and fire in to start getting victims out as they continue to clear the building and secure other areas. They'll be bringing the victims out here into the parking lot to do triage. Once they've been triaged, their portion of the exercise is over.
We just heard gunshots. We don't know who the shooter is or where its whereabouts are.
We are outside the Rex B. Martin Judicial Building. The active shooting drill has just begun, and you see people leaving the building now. These people are all volunteers that signed up to be as part of the drill tonight. This drill is happening to teach both the employees and volunteers the Run, Hide, Fight program.
Run, hide, fight is basically if you are able, run and get out of the building, get out of the area. If you don't feel it's safe for you to run out, then hide, barricade the door, and then as a last resort, fight. If you're confronted by an armed gunman, today's day and age, they very rarely take hostages, so fight back, fight for your life.
Firefighters and the ambulance have arrived, and they're getting their stretchers, and they are going into the building to retrieve any victims.
Then in conjunction with this, we are also going to do a mock press briefing at our County Joint Information Center. At that, we want you to ask questions that are based on if this really happened, what kind of questions would you be asking?
Definitely if you're on scene, you want to see everything that you can see. You want to, just keep kind of assessing, the situation. You talk to people that are on the scene, whether it be just witnesses, any type of law enforcement, personnel.
We've actually been planning this for the last 6 months. A lot of this came about by our state court administrator's office. Started asking courts throughout the state to get their employees trained up to a certain percentage in order to be certified as trained and active assailant.
If this awful thing were to happen in our county, how would we handle it? Are we ready? Do we have it all down on paper? But can we really do it?
Well, we know we're going to have some lessons learned. We know there's going to be things that we don't do well, but we'll also learn what we can do well. Lenawee County is very good at working together, interagencies. So we do expect that all of our law enforcement agencies, whether it's Adrian Police Department or the Sheriff's Department or Raisin Township, they will all work together really well, as do the fire departments. We're doing this not only for our employees, but for the public. If there's public in this building at any time. Unfortunately, judicial buildings are a high target, high volatile buildings because of what's going on. People are going to court, they're getting sentenced to jail, they're getting their kids taken away from them, they're getting divorced, so there's a lot of disgruntled people.
We all have the right to know. We need to know the truth, and we need to know what information is accurate. I'm trying to show them that this is everyday life, and that they need to be active in it, and they need to figure out who their credible sources are, not just in a classroom setting, but in life in general. We don't want to live life through Twitter, things that are just hearsay. We want to live life through the accuracy of those that are in the know.
You can do classroom training and even online training, but until you actually put them through something that's realistic, you don't really know how they're going to react, and so they need to get the experience of the sound and the chaos and the commotion and how fast everything happens.